Hey everyone, my name is Wiwin Kurniasih. I'm a third student of English Literature at University. So as someone who likes to learn about languages, I'm sure that you will be familiar with linguistics, don't you? So in this presentation, I will explain about language variations that may you know because basically we often found it in our daily life. But I'm sure many of you are still wondering about what language variation is, especially language that you use or have you heard, which variation is it? So I hope you can get benefit of the material that I will convey right now. Alright guys, as you can see here, I have several topics that I will discuss is, but to save time, let's start to the next one. First, you have to know about language variations itself. Language variations is the study of those features that differ systematically as we compare different groups of speakers or the same speakers in different situations. And also, language variations concerned by three variations. First, regional variations, second, social variation, and third, stylistic variations. Let's get to know one by one. Regional variations. Regional variations is a variations based on the region or area where the speaker lives. This results from a number of political, geographical, and cultural factors, including first, early population of an area lives its linguistic heritage. Second, migration routes and to demarcate dialect boundaries. Third, political and ecclesiastical division contribute to regional dialect differences. Fourth, physical geographical boundaries can contribute to regional dialect. And the second one is social variations. It's a dialect that used by certain social groups or to mark certain social strata, as we can say as sociolinguistic. Third, stylistic variations. Stylistic variations is a systematic variation in the language of any one speaker depending upon the occasion and the participants in the interchange. Different style or register range from extremely formal to quite informal. And stylistic variation had three types. First, stylistic phonological variation. This is a variation do not manifest themselves directly in writing. Second, stylistic morphological variations. This is formation words that can also exhibit stylistic variation. And third is stylistic syntactic variations that may also occur as a function of change in register. And here I have an example of regional variations. In the Balinese language, for example, there are several dialects Balinese, like the Nusa Penida dialect, the Balinese Klungkung dialect, which is different from the Balinese Singaraja dialect or the Tabanan dialect. Example of pronouncing the word Suba from Balinese, which can be pronounced Subo by the Tabanan people in the Tabanan dialect or pronounced Sube by the Klungkung people in the Klungkung dialect. And also another example is Javanese. Javanese language also has several dialects such as Kromo Inggil, Kromo Alus, Ngoko Kasar, or Ngoko Halus. For example, a solo person says Jenengan sibuk nopo, which means what are you doing? And then people from Purwokerto says Kue lagi apa? Both have the same meaning but have different rating and pronunciations. Solos prefer to use Krama while Purwokerto use the Ngapak language which sounds more pressing and the voice is a bit loud. And this is the example of social variations, such as adult dialects and youth dialects. For example, teenagers use slang when communicating with friends. The word bro, which means brother, bokap, which means father, nyokap, which means mother, gue, which means I, are some example of slang used by Indonesian teenager. And third is example of stylistic variations. Here are the frozen variety is the most formal variety of language which is used in solemn situations and official ceremonies. For example, in sermons, laws, notariates, oaths, and so on, the official variety is the variety of language used in state speeches, official meetings, lectures, textbook, and so on. And in my opinion, all these variations are often found in everyday life. But what is most prominent in Indonesia is the regional variation. Why? Because the regional variation that occur due to geographic location. Because basically Indonesia has a lot of regional language, each of which has its own dialect, whether from the word, intonation, or the way of speaking. And that's my opinion. What do you think, guys? Guys, so that's all the material and some example that we can find in around us. So what do you think about language variations? Interesting, isn't it? So that's all the material that I have shared. May be beneficial for all of us. Thank you so much for watching.